Hey, what's going on, y'all? Always been 10 toes on king, never switch. Lay it down brick by brick.
Let's go.
Well, I love what Mike said, man. That keep me motivated because that's really what we doing right now. We laying it down brick by brick. And to those that might watch this later on, because we get a lot of feedback later on, believe it or not. For those that might watch this later on, who don't know, I'm Venture. As December once said, I just came out the cut. I support solid projects. Well, I found this resurgence to support solid projects and solid devs and solid people on and off the blockchain. That's just a hobby of mine is supporting real people because there ain't a lot of real people out there worthy of support, let alone it ain't a lot of people out there worthy of having the momentum to even have you support them, and then they reciprocate. You don't feel drained by energy vampire. You feel it's equal reciprocation in the community, in the people, in the dev. I'm pretty sure on and offline, and even when we meet up in person, it's going to be even deeper than it is now. So for those who don't know, I'm Dent. I came out the cut. I just like to trade, and I like to step up if there's space and time for me to step up. I'm running out of time because, man, I'm spreading myself thin, but I like to do it, and I'm glad to do it, and I'll keep doing it, and that's just how we're gonna keep coming. So I'll give you a little bitty story about Ben, because it ain't about me, it's about Vegas. I'll give you a little story. How did I get started in crypto? I just started buying stuff. It started going up. First thing I bought was XRP. I don't know what it was or how much it was back then. All I know is I got like 100,000 shares for $20, and I sold it the very next day because I didn't know what I was doing. Fast forward, bull run, 2021, 2022. I don't remember when it was. It flew by quick. I was in a unique situation, but we're not going to get into that. But to the very end of it, the thick of it, I'll just speed it up. I was delivering pieces. I found my threshold. I had a job too, but I was delivering pieces. I said, I'm going to trade with the piece of money. So every day I made $50, and every day I bought a coin. And every day I cheated it, and I got a 2X, and I left half sitting there. Kept doing that until one day that $50 turned into like $3,200, $6,400, and then all my coins start going up, and then everything started going crazy. And then I said, okay, time to go with my gut. Time to do spiritual TA. Time to roll some profits. And I found this coin called Reflecto. And that's important because I still follow that dev. That dev is the dev that taught me how to really, it went like recognize December's energy because bear market. Anyway, let me back it up. With that coin, I made like an 80x. I made like almost 80 grand off that coin, off like $800. And I didn't know what I was doing. I learned about taxes. I learned about a lot of mistakes that bull run. So we back at it again. And like I said, that coin just taught me how to recognize a great dev because they ran up to $1 billion market cap in about 3 days, and they ran back down to about $1 million. And they still been working, and they survived that bear market. They survived that bull market and their bear market, and now we back in the bull again, and they still innovating over there. And I believe, I'm gonna back that up. I know Vegas is gonna match that energy because all I support and all I follow is great devs. I mean, I might buy into a project, and you might see me like, put $20 in there, put $50 in there, put $100 in there. Nothing crazy. I don't put crazy money into let me just say projects I don't know. That's not my thing. So Vegas is one of them ones where like we're just not going to disclose how much I put into Vegas, but I learned to recognize real ones. That's what the bull market taught me. That's what following a lot of these projects from last bull run, like staying consistent with them and still holding the bag, even though the bag wasn't exactly what it was in the bull run. Well, I made profit, but I still didn't sell it. I just held it to the floor. And then it came back up, and I got profits there, and I still held it with the floor. But beyond that, the team is solid, the people are solid, and all those situations and all those things like that taught me to recognize Vegas. And for those who don't know Vegas, Vegas was started by December DeMarco. He's a YouTuber, influencer, marketer, Fortune 500 marketer at that. And he got a lot going for himself. He got Facebook groups, he got DD Nation, he got VegasInuToken, and it's just building up every day. And we here for our brother. We supporting him every day. Up or down, left or right, rain. I don't know about snow, but I can do rain and I can do sunshine. I ain't even getting that thing running in no snow like that for real. I'm not gonna break my leg, but we here for him and we here for Vegas Inu. And for those that don't know about Vegas, Vegas Inu started by December DeMarco. It's currently sitting at a $666,000 market cap. Connect that dot. It's really 666.7. That's the price, but hey, I'll take that dot. I take that dot. And holders, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even look at the holders today, but I'm pretty sure we still sitting pretty, probably around 400 holders. We doing pretty great for ourselves, considering. I mean, we probably had a little Christmas shopping going on, a little drop here and there. I'm assuming they're gonna be back in January and February, but we'll get to that. The reflections for this token is 12%, with 7% going to marketing, 3% going to liquidity, and 2% going to tax. You can buy Vegas Inu on Pancake Swap and VegasInu.com. And Vegas Inu was started because of MGM casino hacks. I believe it just popped off as a concept to December, and we're going to dig all into the utilities and the white paper and the V2 of the website. And shoot, we got so much coming that ain't even came yet. And for some people, that's a little unnerving. But when you survive the bull market and you didn't survive the bear market, you learn to recognize good projects. And one thing that's hard to find that I don't see. I'm in so many groups. Sometimes it's hard for me to scroll through and find Vegas and just really see. But when I do go to other groups, I'm like, dude, they be so boring. They cool. They actually have great devs, and some of them are really doing great. But nobody don't have the energy that we got. I ain't gonna say nobody, but we got a very special energy here, and we keep it going every day. So at this point, if I've explained myself pretty good, I'm gonna open up the floor to anybody if they want to speak at this moment. Interrupt me at any time. I think I got everybody muted. I've been doing this for almost a month, and I still don't know how to work this. But I think I got mostly everybody muted except A1. I unmuted everybody, and we're gonna get this going. And I'm just gonna keep it going. Interrupt me at any time. I don't mind. It's an echo in my room, so I really don't want to hear myself too much. So moving on, we're gonna connect some dots. Bitcoin is at 42.2. ETH is at 22.50, and BNB is at 247. BNB being the most important one because that's our native token. Because Vegas Inu is on the BNB side of the game, and if you know what that is, that's home base. That's where we work out. We like our fees, and I'm glad that December didn't launch this token anywhere because we really like our fees over here, and that's moving up pretty good, and it's going pretty great. Now, to the dot I connected last week. Remember, you got to pay attention to all the e-news. And speaking of all the e-news, Volt e-news just took off like a rocket. Volt, but it's not really a surprise. I mean, with as many people as Volt gotten, as many, and this ain't hate, this ain't nothing. I'm saying like they supposed to rocket. Like I actually believe now when they say 50 billion market cap, no less. But hey, you gotta pay attention to all the e-news, the Shivas, the Vegas, the Volts. I don't know about some of them new ones, but them the top three for sure in my book. And then we gotta take a look on the Solana chain at Bonk. The one we talked about last week, the one I think that might shake space and make things a little bit different around here on the Solana chain, looking like I don't even know what to compare it to. I can compare it to BNB, I guess, because them fees are next to nothing, and I'll take that. But hey, who knows? Who knows where we'll go in the future? I can theorize, but that's neither here nor there. Siberian. But hey, you hear that from me, and we'll see what happens. Beyond that, Bonk is sitting at 1.34 billion. Last week it was sitting at 700 million. And I don't even think that's the peak of where it ran. It's just where it's sitting at right now. And I say all that to say, man, these tokens really be moving. These Enus and these, well, I guess bonks, they really be moving. And you gotta understand and recognize. Just like Volt had his time and Volt put in so much work, they showed up every day. It was on 10 every day. They have so many spaces. That's probably why they can't make it into our spaces. They probably got a space right now, and that's how your community is supposed to be. 100% on point, 10 toes. Like they doing so much, it's insane. And when you got that type of movement and that type of momentum, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna like just you're gonna what they add? You're gonna add $28 million in almost 2 days to your market cap. And I say all that to say, despite the Christmas shopping that's going on, despite the I know I ain't gonna act like see. I want us to be different, man. I don't want us to talk around stuff. I don't want us to beat around the bush. I don't want us to be like, hey, you FUD, you banned. Like, nah, we don't do that. Unless you're annoying. You're annoying as hell. You probably get banned up Telegram. But everybody can speak freely. If you got something to say it. I mean, we all human. We gonna recognize it, to be honest. Vegas Inu time is gonna come. I'm sure of it. Not financial advice. Ain't no guarantees. Can't promise a meteor won't hit tomorrow. I don't know what's going on, but what I'm saying is Vegas Inu is if all the dots keep adding up and everything aligns. Now the timetable for that, who knows? I'm gonna be keeping 100. I don't know if this is the space for you if you don't have patience. I don't know if you like fast food and you eat it very often. I don't know if this is the space for you because I got patience with this play. I got patience with my dev and I got patience with my community. And we just gonna keep it rocking like that. Because, as I said, all these Inus had their time. Punk had the time. Well, some of these didn't put in exactly the work that the community's in, but their communities are strong. Our community is strong. And it's only a matter of time before it's the same energy all around the board because when you're putting out a certain specific energy, it's gonna have to match. And I don't get mad when I see people like, oh, hey, where Dev at? Hey this, hey that. And they got the right to ask questions. And they got the right to be impatient. They got the right to be me last bear market when I missed out on all of those projects because I didn't have patience. And if we want to go to another level, because I didn't have my ducks in a row, actually I did have my ducks in a row. That's why they were buying so many projects. But some people don't. And that limits the ability to where they can hold, how they can hold, how much they can hold, and it is what it is. Some people it's like I'll go up in a week because I want to do this. I hope this and that. Like that's part of the game. It's part of the game at this point. Now, say all that to say, Vegas Inu is going to have its time, allegedly, hypothetically, supposedly. But we got to give it time to grow, and we got to give it time to breathe. I know y'all want to see the billboards. I want to see the billboards, but I'm different, man. I'm different. Like, I don't care. Let's just keep the project pushing because I'm gonna show up and do what I got to do every day. In regard, I don't even know. Okay, try to go up 10 million, 50 million tomorrow. I really don't 100% know if I would sell anything. I ain't took no profits. I don't care. Like I'm here very, very, very long term because the thing that entices me to this project more than anything that came way after the pre-sale, about 2 weeks after the pre-sale. One thing we theorized that burn wallet, if it don't stop burning, what stops this Inu from getting to $1? If it never stops burning. Now, I say that to say some people got 1 week goals. I got 3, 5, and 10-year goals. And I have a short-term goal, but that's neither here nor there because I can take it or not. If I don't make it on the blockchain, I make it in the real world. It really don't matter. But that's why I say that to say, here, the HighRollers, majority of us, we got our ducks in a row. We ain't really pushing like we don't really need. I ain't gonna speak for everybody. I know everybody want to get paid, but for the most part, we holding it down. We patient. We got the patience. We with our dev. We with our team. We pushing it, and we on 10. And that's just how we're gonna keep it going. Hey Rico, my bad, brother. I didn't see you right there. I'm gonna add you as a speaker right now. Hey, if you got something to say, you can interrupt me at any time. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't been looking at my phone. I got my Bluetooth in. I've been walking.
I'm not trying to interrupt. I'm just trying to say what's up.
That's not an interruption at all.
That's
Not an interruption at all.
No, but I heard you speaking on the billboards, and I will say that they are up because you guys do got boots on the ground here, and I drove by. They are on the 215, whatever, and I had spoke to DD, and there's some other ones coming a little bit on a different area, and I'm really bullish on that area. The two that are up right now, they're on the highway, so it's a little bit difficult. Like, let's say if I want to make a content and pull over, that's a little bit dangerous, but I've seen them. And that's what I talked to him about making or getting one in a location about, where I can post up right there, or he can post up right there, or whoever can post up, and it not be a little bit dangerous, and be able to, do a little bit of content on it, because I did drive by them to see if I could, because I rock with you guys. Don't think that I said something, I didn't go do it and stuff. And I did see it, but it is on the highway. Everybody booking at 70 miles an hour. It's like, hold on now. If you see VegasInu.com, you can remember that very easily and go look it up yourself. But to actually do some content, this is Vegas, baby. They're making sure you're on the move. But and I'm dropping this alpha because I believe this community deserves it. And just the way that you guys hold it, you guys always hold it down. Like, no matter what's going on, no matter what you guys are seeing, no matter what you guys are saying, as we say up in here, 10 toes down, and that's for sure. And the alpha that I will say is, I stay here. So I had some billboards in mind, and I shot it to them, locations that I believe, I think I could say are sexy. I don't think that's going to be bad to say up in here, but in some sexy locations where it's going to be, where people can actually sit under it and like look at it and watch it come up another time if they want to wait right there and just see it pop up again and do another video, because that's what I got in mind, right? And the reason I know this is because I've done it in the past, and so yeah, that's what's being locked in right now. I'm waiting for a response. Obviously, when you become a dev, there's all a whole bunch of other stuff going on, but I will say that is and this is alpha, and I believe that this community deserves it, is it's in the pipeline for something like where you're gonna see everybody walking right next to it. So that's, I think, very bullish. I think overall the first ones were good to one, break the gatekeepers, right? Because we're doing things that we never done before. Let's just keep it real, because I never knew somebody, or where something can be just brought up like this, where we're making a print on a city called Las Vegas. Like, that's different. Where I come from humble beginnings. So to see somebody literally putting their footprint into Las Vegas and saying, hey, we're here, okay, that's because once you break the ice on any hustle it is, I don't care what it is. It could be selling flowers. It could be selling dirt. It could be doing this. It could be a token. Once you break a certain algorithm, and you glitch that thing and you break into that next level, it can't help but respond. And we already broke that. And, anybody who comes from humble beginnings, once you know the hustle, it's a wrap. You can fall down to zero as many times as you want. But once you know the trick, you can always bounce right back. And I'm not saying that we're going to fall back or anything, but I'm saying is that we know the trick. When before, people were gatekeeping, and things seemed like, hey, how do you do this? Well, and people don't want to let you know right away. But the gatekeeping has come to a stop. That's for sure. And I think you guys deserve that, because I rock with you guys. You guys rock with my channel. I see you guys interacting with whatever I'm dropping, not just VegasInu, and I respect that so much, because God don't like ugly, and we're not going to get religious and all spiritual or crystally or nothing up in here. But, it's like when you rock like that in communities, people respect that. They'll follow your X page, and they'll see that, and they'll be like, okay, this person was nice and humble, and I never seen them before interacting with this token before, and they brand new. When they go to your X page and they see, VegasInu all over the place, they're like, that's what's up. They rock with this token really, really hard, but they still come over here and show, some love over here. And I've seen a lot of you guys do that. And that's why, like when I heard you say that, it's like, I got so much, like low key, like love and respect for you guys, because even though it's not like exactly how you envision things sometimes, but it's still progress. Because like I said, to me, when I drove by and I seen it, I got goosebumps, because I was like, ooh, that was a threshold that got broken through. Like, I love support and resistance. And I swear life has that shit, or my bad, life has that everywhere we go. It has support and resistance. And, a lot of times people take the path of least resistance. And sometimes that's good. I'm not going to lie, because you have an easier life. But when you're making a new path, when you're becoming a trailblazer, you kind of got to act a little bit differently. And we're doing that right now. And we broke that ice. We broke to the next level, because I got goosebumps when I drove by. I said, okay, that's different right there. That's that right there. That's not something, and that's community driven. That's people coming together. people having the same like-minded individuals coming together and having the same goals and ambitions to reach some dreams that they have. And that right there, I don't care what nobody say, was a big bat signal of something's going on. And I love that. And that's why I had to step in, because you guys deserve that. And I know Didi's busy with a bunch of stuff that Didi has to do, and you know, he does a lot more than just what's going on with VegasInu. But you know, I will say that I rock with you guys so hard. Where I put my 2 cents in. It's only probably worth only 2 cents, but I told him like, hey, I think this, and that on these locations, so like that I can flood it with some content, and people can see that we're even you know, a little bit closer to where just people are just walking by and seeing it, you know, but we're here, that's for sure. I will say that we are here. VegasInuToken is here in Las Vegas. It is happening, and it's only going to get better from here. Much love and respect. You guys know I rock with your heart.
Hey, we appreciate you. Always. Like I told everybody in the other Telegram, I said, hey, even though it was a little bit, if you do it the right way with what you gave us on the futures, that's generational wealth. If you can control your risk and not be dumb. I mean, sorry to be frank, but
yeah. And at the end of the day, it's like I just said about when I drove by and I got goosebumps. You know, it's not about getting rich the same night. It's about breaking the ice and doing something different that the algorithm has to get up to attention and start respecting what you're doing. Because, you know, no matter what, whether you're who hops on a bike and just takes off with no training wheels and just knocks it out the park? It doesn't happen like that, you know? Who jumps on, you know, anything challenging? And it's like, you got to crawl before you walk. I don't care what you're doing. Are there, you know, miracles or we don't understand? We call that mysteries of the world, you know? Yeah, there's sometimes somebody put $1 in Shiba Inu and it knocked it out the park and they don't got to work, nothing to worry about. But hey, that's life keeps things interesting like that. But for the most part, you got to put in, this is a world of labor and love. You know, you got to put into labor and you got to love what you're laboring in, and it'll provide for you. You know, the algorithm has no choice but to answer to you. And, you know, the way that we're moving right now, we're doing things, it has no choice but to interact with us on this level. And you know, I've challenged it myself. You know, I've challenged these ideas to see what was up, to see if I changed the way I did this, if I changed the way I did that, and I provoked it in this way, like low key, like just straight up be like, you know what, I'm gonna provoke life, not like no, like kumbaya, I'm gonna be all nice and use these affirmations. Like, no, I'm actually asking life, like, show me what you're about. Like, I'm provoking you that if I do these things, you'll answer me, and you'd be surprised what comes to fruition and stuff. And you got to be that bold sometimes. You really do. And I believe that we're doing that with this project, with, you know, coming to these VCs, especially with seeing that the billboards and having people interact with BYD-Fi and breaking the algorithm, because that's all we did. Maybe it wasn't BYD-Fi, maybe, but at least you got to use up some of their money to kind of interact with it and have an understanding where it takes time to build these things up, to have an understanding of looking at these charts and to have, you know, kind of that vision. I was actually thinking of a little like indicator. I wanted to make a custom indicator and stuff, but that's something I wrote down in my journal and stuff. And that's one of the best I could tell anybody, like, get a journal, write down your ideas and just keep doing it every day. Write down stuff that you feel or think about, and that'll help you make a lot of progress. And don't quit just because that BYD-Fi thing. Like, if I find something else, like right now they got the Christmas thing, like whatever free money they got on there, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, take that free money and use it to practice and get better and prepare for this bull run. It's gonna be a lot easier when everything's in full activation of that bull run, and at least you already got your toes wet. There's gonna be a bunch of new real retail investors that ain't gonna know none of that. So at least you got, you know, you've been in the pool at least, and you know how to get back to your room and whatnot like that. You know, compared to somebody else, they're gonna be lost. They're gonna be completely lost. So yeah, but that's that, man. I rock with you guys, and don't worry. I know he's gonna get these, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. But we're here in Vegas. We're doing it. I drove by both of them at 70 miles an hour. I thought about slowing down, but one's like on this little curve. There's like no thing. Like, if you even broke down right there, it'd be a sketchy situation. You know, yeah. So it's like, you know, you see it flashing, it's up. But I want yeah, like some sexy location. That's what I told him. I told him straight up. I said, I want a sexy location where I can just post up right there, and, you know, people walking, people talking, and you know, I can just, you know, do that. And I you know, found the ones that I felt could impact things pretty in a positive way, and also just hype us up because it's that close to things, you know. So that's what I got for you guys. You guys know what's up. You guys got the band line. You can hit me up in my TGX. If you guys need anything, if I can help with anything, just say the word. I'll be there.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I hope everybody's having a blessed night. I just want to say it's been a blessing to have meet you guys. I have to agree with Essence when I saw what she wrote earlier, saying that it's great to be around like-minded individuals. And I just want to say that I really appreciate the wealth that has been spreaded from you guys. Learned a lot from, just like Venture was saying, from the last bull run to this one. You learn even more. But I just want to say I can't wait to meet you guys, and much love to you.
Hey, I'm just glad to hear you came up and spoke. I didn't have to push you this time.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up, Mike? You got any socials?
Man, bro, I wish we could throw an air gift. Straight. I just wanted to come in and say I love all y'all, man. Hey, regardless of whatever goes on, whatever y'all see me doing, y'all know I've been helping our dog community and stuff like that. But y'all know I'm Vegas. I come in and say my good mornings every morning. You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing change. And like Vin was saying, I kind of wanted to piggyback a little bit off what Vin was saying. And Rico, I want to let you know, bro, we rock with you. You know we love you, bro. And we appreciate everything that you do for us, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to piggyback a little bit off of what Ben was saying, though, and say that, this community is different in many ways. You'll look over and you might see somebody else be like, oh, hey, they moving faster than us, but none of that matter, really. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, what this community has that I feel is 100 times different than others is that camaraderie. It's different where you got people uniting together to just work together, but this community actually has camaraderie to the point where we all are on the same wavelength. You feel me? And that's much more powerful than anything. It don't matter to me. Like I said, I don't know if y'all caught my hand. I was ready to hold Vegas for quite some time. I'm ready to hold Vegas down for a while. I don't care how long it takes, really. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Like, I'm okay with that, but everybody else got to be okay with that too. You know what I'm saying? If it happens this month, yeah, I'll be happy too, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. I'll be happy this month, But, hey, either way, it's not going to bother me. I'm going to be happy regardless. Simply just because I found people that I can actually talk to. Like, I talk to A1 a lot. You know what I'm saying? I talk to Ben a lot. I talk to, you know what I'm saying? Like brother and sister wise. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of energy that you really need, like who do you know in crypto where they, can hit up each other? But there's some people that do, but that's what you need in this space. You know what I'm saying? Is you need to be able to find ones that you can rock with, start from the ground up with, and actually grow with. And I feel like that's Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Even me and Rico had our own little special little talks. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know what I'm saying? In the chat for real. We got deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I'm always cheering up. I'm just an emotional dude. I don't care. I'll say that shit out loud. I don't really care. That's just what it is. I ain't ever afraid to show my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my mama always said a man don't hide nothing. And I don't really care about that. I'll cry in front of everybody. I don't give a damn. And then still gonna be somebody else. It is what it is. But I just want to say that the love here is different. You know what I'm saying? And it's different. I appreciate it, man. I love it. I can be myself. Sometimes it's hard. I'm not going to say it's hard to be yourself in other communities, but you got to watch what you say around people, man. And, I have to be professional. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just to feel at home, and then I don't want to talk too long, but I'm also just say, like, to connect some dots. It's a lot of people in Vegas right now, fam. I don't know if y'all been peeping it. And I've been saying this, like, to the point. Remember when I was saying Usher just did a show in Vegas. Ludacris was just in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Now all the crypto influencers in Vegas. Diddy, what the fuck you got going on, man? What you doing, man? Something about to happen?
I don't want to interrupt, but that made me I know you've been saying it, but it also brought me to what Rico was saying. If all of those influencers and all of those people are in Vegas, guess what they are seeing? Those billboards.
That is true. Very true. Very true. Very true. You know, and I really do think that it would be nice if, because, you know, every time we have these spaces, every time we go share, it's always the same people. You know what I'm saying? It's always us that's in this space here. It's always us. You know what I'm saying? You know, I wish, you know, everybody worked for their damn bag. You know what I'm saying? And just wasn't, you know, expecting it to pop to the moon all the damn time. You got to work for your bag, man. You know, if you want anything to happen. Otherwise, you know, I don't care. I'll hold everybody just like them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't got as much as them, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely hold, you know, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially because we know who we holding and rocking with and for. You feel me? Yeah, like, so it's just, that's where I'm at with it. You know, like, but at the same time, you know, anything can happen, man. So it don't even take us. All it takes is let the right person see that billboard. Let one right person see that billboard. You know what I'm saying? And come into one of these spaces or just come into TG and just scroll up and see how 10 toes everybody has been for as long as they've been. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is just us. You know, let them just scroll up and see, okay, these motherfuckers look at the dates. You know, okay, these motherfuckers show up every day. Okay, all right, every day. You know, and they all support each other every day. You know, so let them see that one time, man. You know, all it takes, some people don't realize this, but it really only takes one person to make the check. You know, and I learned that. Is that me? With the background noise? Is that me?
Yeah, that's you. Everybody else looks like they really kept DCI.
Okay. All right, that was weird. But anyways, yeah, just let one person see that. All it takes is one person to really move a chart. Let one person come by and drop 30K, 40K, 50K. It's a wrap. See ya. Everybody who's sold, done with. And FOMO starts. And that happens in the bull market. It really does. Like, nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So all it takes is the right time, showing up every day. People be looking for meme coins and stuff to dive in after they make their little money off Bitcoin or off the altcoins. They be looking for meme coins to dump in. Oh shit, I missed bumps. You know, I need to, you know what I'm saying? So they be looking for the next big token. You know what I'm saying? And with this being the last, I'm not saying the last big bull run, but this being like the big kahuna, you know, like it's gonna be money flying everywhere. For real. And when I say everywhere, I'm talking about it was money flying in scams. Scams was sent it to 200 mil. Bro, I'm not lying. You just had to get in and get the fuck out quick. Everybody lost it. For real. I'm so serious, bro.
100%. 100%. You could have smelt it from a mile away with that grimace coin shit. Like, hell no, that ain't gonna be it. Get that grimace, but if you got in and got out, you could have did your dance. But it was that type of time. I had to jump in because I mean, you can go to PooCoin and just it could be called scammy scam. And you'll be salty seeing that thing just like, okay, scammy scam, rug everybody. Why are you at 250 now? You have 500K now, $1 million market cap. What the hell? It's like, come on now. And then you jump into scammy scam lane, don't even care. You know what I'm saying? It's like no community base, none of that. It's just because Tis was the seed. Everybody laughed. I love y'all. Yeah, but that's how it was. Man, it was crazy. I swear. It
was wild, bro. I'm talking, but no, I never went to sleep. You don't sleep on no scam. You don't go to sleep on no scam. You stay up and you watch your damn money.
Yeah, you watch it like you ain't never watched nothing before in your life. I mean, that's what. You know how many stories I heard? Somebody went to the bathroom and came back and it was all gone. You know how many?
Oh man,
that's all it takes. If you in a scammy scam, let's just note that right now. When that euphoric feeling comes, because it's gonna happen. Let's just get ready for it. Let's not act brand new. Like, oh nah, I ain't gonna be feeling that. Like, nah, even me, been around this for a little bit, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm floating, like it's like it's your first date or something like that. You don't even touch the ground. You're just floating around and stuff, and you better be ready. you better be ready. Don't just take that money off the table right away, because it only takes a little bit of time. You come back and it's all gone. It's like, what?
It's almost like they be watching you, like they know when you go to the bathroom. It's crazy.
That's why that euphoric feeling you got to prep for it now, because that's how you know it's love, because it has you start telling yourself stuff like, you know what, it's like they know. They watching me. It's like, nah, buddy. They coming to take that money regardless, buddy. You better be on point. That's what you need to be on. They watching that money. They ain't watching you. But that euphoric feeling be having you feel like all googly and stuff. Like, no, they watching me. Their whole world is on me. It's like, nope.
Hey, Rico, I wanted to say thank you for taking the time out to go look at those billboards too, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it too. I wish I could have parked on one of them. I probably could have, but one of them, there was no way to park right there in that spot. That curve was, I was like, nah, not with not with all, because, Las Vegas is a transient place. So we got people from all around the world coming here that don't know how to drive. People, GPS ain't locked in, and, they don't know where the exit's at. It's like, nah, I can't be parked on the side of the highway. But I know it's visible. Like, if you drove by it, it says VegasInu.com, as big as it can be, where, like, if it struck somebody's attention, or like it caught somebody's eye, and they looked up and they seen it, they wanted to look into it, they would. But I got something on my sleeve. I told Didi and stuff, and like I said, so we all fam here. I was like, I want a sexy location. And I'm like, that's all I want, just so we can go over and see people walking, have some fun, and make that happen and stuff. But yeah, and that's what we're building here. We already got the base. It doesn't matter what, as long as we got that base and people see the floor is going to keep rising no matter what. And, like I always joke about Pablo Crow, because his ass be making me laugh too, when he's in his little, when he got his little Holy Ghost in him and stuff. He's like, it could be Shiva's uncle, it could be Shiva's auntie, he be on one and stuff. And next, because that did exist. It didn't matter. Yeah, obviously you could get wrecked. Yeah, but let's just keep it real. People did make money because there was just an influx of so much money. And I think somebody the other day told me about, some stimmy checks going around again or something like that. And anytime, they cut interest rates and they giving out stimmy checks, people blow that quick. That goes right into the market ASAP. They know why they give everybody that money. That's
Rico?
Right back up. What up now?
When they send it out to you, stimmy checks, sir?
He said, did you say stimmy? Did you say stimmy check? Somebody just told me, I think the day before yesterday, I was turning up. I'm not going to lie to y'all, but somebody had mentioned that because I was talking about crypto, and they was they're like, yeah, and they might be bringing some stimmy checks back. I was like, oh yeah, they do that. I remember what happened last time.
I know in Alabama they already giving them out. I haven't gotten mine yet because I changed banks, but hopefully I get mine in the mail soon, because mine definitely going in the market.
And I see, and you ain't the only one.
That's
the thing is, like,
money for me that I wasn't.
Yeah,
So
preach, like, and that's the thing is, like, right now we're so early because people got to understand, like, these people, the market makers, they're smart. Don't think that it's an accident that Bitcoin's creeping to its all-time high and interest rates and inflations is at all-time high. Why would you think they would do that? So like that, nobody got any extra money because eggs is $20. So where are you going to have extra money to invest? So they're going to pump the prices up of everything, and then they're going to start slicing the prices of inflation, and the interest rates will go back down. But now you only got money to buy the top. They've been rinsing and repeating this nonstop. They ain't going to run it on me no more. I know what's up. Like, it's not by accident that gas is expensive. It's not by accident that eggs cost an arm and a leg, and you hear everybody talking about it. It's not by accident that you wondering where the rest of that money going, because they dipping in every little piece. I was laughing the other day. I seen a Snicker bar cost like $2.50. I said, they better go ahead and get out of here for all them Snickers get old right there. But it's done by it's done by design. So like that, you can't save a penny anywhere. You can't put no money to the side because you can't even figure out why you can't save no money. But watch once Bitcoin back at 69,000, how everything gonna be fixed and gas back cheap. It's like, yeah, because now y'all know we got space to invest and make us buy the top. That's what they're doing right now. That's what they're doing, and we're way ahead because. Yeah, I ain't falling for that one again. You can give me once, whatever that little fancy saying is, but it ain't happening again. I can let you know that right now. We're going to run it up on this next one.
I was going to say, no, I'm sorry. I was going to say, too, people be careful about certain projects, too, because in the last bull run, you had projects out there that will turn off the sell feature. So you can buy it, but they'll turn the sell feature off where you couldn't sell. So just be careful. Yes, be careful out there, man.
That was
You know how many times I had my hand in the cookie jar, then snatched up a bunch of cookies in my hand, couldn't get out that damn honey pot. I was like, what? I'm hitting sell? I'm trying to sell. I see other people selling. Why can't I sell? And it's like, well, that was part of that ride. You know, that was part of that ride. I remember, I'm going to keep it on there with you. I remember my guy I was literally at his crib and we're talking crypto. We're in DeFi. It's the bull market. Everything's going good. I'm literally telling him how I'm not going to be chasing anything. And then his ass put a little bit of money into something and it turned into, I think he put like $200 and it turned into 2,500 so fast. Boy, I FOMO'd in right behind him. Right after he took profits, it was like luck happened. Like the wick happened. It let him take profits. Right when I got in, no more sell. My hand was caught in that honey pot. No honey coming out of it at all. I'm like, boy, they got me. I was just saying, you know, it's like, so yeah, you got to be careful for the honey pots. What's the other ones? You know, where they just rug automatically. They just rug it. But the honey pots are, yeah, that's why really if when it comes into that season, it only takes $50. That's why like even DD says it, like he's always giving, you know, we can't call it financial advice, but giving good suggestions. We'll call it that for now. But like, it's not putting in more than you're willing to lose, because if it's gonna hit, it's gonna hit. If you put $50 and you really don't care about them $50 because they plugged us with a little bit extra stimmy, put a little $50 of that stimmy up in there. If it don't bother you, if it's gonna make you hit, you're gonna hit regardless. You know, because a lot of people didn't put that much into a lot of other projects. And you've seen them rack way up. So if it's something that there's no community and you know that it's just be decision for gambling, meaning, you know, it's something off a pool coin and it's not nothing special or nothing like that, you gotta you know, we both say this all the time. It's like plan your trade and trade your plan. I remember one live stream, I was texting it nonstop because people were trying to say something. I was like, plan your trade and trade your plan. Don't trade everything the same. You know, don't trade everything like you trade VIT. Don't trade everything like you trade Bitcoin. Like, address that accordingly, because you don't trust everybody the same way you trust everybody in the street. If I drove you to a certain neighborhood and I'd say, get out and go talk to that dude down the alley right there, you're like, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. So it's okay to be judgmental, and you gotta address things. You know, if it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a duck. Don't try to say that this is Bitcoin. If it's walking like a scammy and it says it sounds a little scammy and you're not sure about it, most likely it's a little scammy, you know?
And like you said, that euphoria gets you caught up, boy.
Man, what you telling, boy? You be on your tippy toes, barely touching the ground. Like, God, I can come off this cloud. Oh, my Lord. Like, man. True.
It's crazy, boy. Be careful, man. That's all I got to say. But you know what? I feel like that's why we learn, too, at the same time. I learned so much from the last bull run and just being in the bear market. You know, when it's in the bear market, you'll learn faster because everything's slow down. You know, when everything's going fast, moving fast, like things move fast in the bull run. I'm talking about people be wilding, the newcomers, they be in here, you know what I'm saying? The new people, they really got euphoria, bro. They seeing money. And they're like, yeah, pump it, bro. You know that Pump It Up song, boy? Like, so I get scared when I hear that Pump It Up song.
Man, I'm not going to lie to you. I have my hand up pumping with them. I'll pump it up. Pump it up. While your feet are pumping. I thought it wasn't going to come down. I was like, let's go. And then reality came knocking on the door. I'm like, who is it? It's like, it's that check. That reality check. I was like, what? Hell, I didn't get no reality check. It was like, no, it's here for you. It's got your name on it. I was 3 months late before I wanted to accept it was a bull. The bear market was in, and that's why. And that's why I've been telling people, like, don't wait till you see Bitcoin at 69,000 and say it's a bull run. Like, we're in the bull market. The bull run hasn't started, but I'm gonna flip the script in the same way. You know, it goes for the bull run in this bull market little scenario. Make sure you recognize real when that bear market come around too, because I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna play around. Like, okay, hold on a second, because I didn't want to admit it right away.
I didn't want to admit it either. Yep.
No, I was on my tippy toes. I liked it that it felt good and shit. I didn't want to come off my toes, but boy, they made me get right back planted. Like, hold on. 10 toes and whole foot down, I guess, from here on out.
Take profits, man. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Because
pay yourself.
I didn't want to admit that shit. Yeah, bro. Because I came in at the end of the bull market, like when after she ran, I was right there. I was at my first place that I profited off of big was Safe Move. You know, and because I came in off altcoins. You know what I'm saying? I was doing altcoins for real. I made a play off Anchor. Anybody know what Anchor is? I came in off Anchor. Yep, yeah, I came in off Anchor. I made like $400 or so off Anchor. Came in, threw that $400 in the Safe Moon, and I was one of the first few that made how to buy, how to sell Safe Moon. And that video blew up, and the video ended up blowing up so big that I got salty because I had sold my bag after I made like 2x, and I sold, bro. Man, look, dumped into a fucking rug pull that Mr. Beast. I don't know if you've seen that Mr. Beast rug pull that was out, boy. Dumped into that. I lost $2,000 within 1.5 seconds, bro. 1.5 seconds, like my nigga. Oh, excuse my boy. Bro, 1.5 seconds. Bro, nah, bro. You know, and I thought I was came in.
Yeah, I know it get like that. I swear, it's crazy how fast the ego step in on what you just turn into Rain Man overnight. You know, you just like Daddy can't miss. You know what I'm saying? It's like it literally happened like that. It's crazy.
Man,
it's like,
he said, man, I lost $9,000 in 2 plays. Right when the bear market started, but it was all profits though, so I didn't care. But I ain't gonna care.
Okay, now.
Okay, and guess what?
Now. It's family here now. It's family now.
Mad, Mike. Safe more for 5,000. I don't know, man. Like Mike said, you got to take profits. I was up 2,000, but I felt like I was Warren Buffett and threw more money.
Yeah. I be in my Martha Stewart trades. You know, they try to lock her up for insider trading. I'm trying to know what the rules are. I'm trying to move like Martha Stewart move. You know, that's the play. But you know what's crazy is like we're in early and we know all these things now. Like there's gonna be so many people coming in and they don't know no better. They just really don't.
And it sucks because you gotta learn, bro. And
you gotta learn.
If you don't know nobody, you gonna learn. So it ain't no other way where you have to learn.
Yeah, you gonna learn. That's why they say the game is sold, not told. And boy, they're gonna be selling it to all these retail investors when they come around. When everybody can learn right away. They don't even know they're gonna be buying it either right away. Like whoop 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 whoop. It's like I'm not doing it this time. I just can't. I just absolutely cannot because I know that this is in cycles. What's up?
I said crypto college.
Yeah,
crypto college, right? The hard knocks.
Oh yeah.
I paid big money for my college, boy. Sheesh. That shit almost cost me the streets. God damn.
I want to go back to what Rico said. That's why I say trade your plan. If I would have just stayed with the plan that got me to where I was last bull run, like you said, at $50, I probably still would have had 20 grand or probably 30 because it didn't take much to make much. Just being greedy and not taking profits really gonna take you out.
Got to keep the ego in check. Got to keep that ego. It's a sneaky mug. You know, that's the person I was looking by in the mirror, and when it was irritating me, you know, that ego will sneak in. You know, you think you would impress them down, and you all humble and stuff, and the next thing you know, you're in the mirror and you right back, 100% back. You know, you can't miss at all type. And it's like, nah, you got to humble yourself or be humbled, and you got to really, you know, stay with that type of mentality because life will check you. You know, it really will. It'll come up and address the situation really quick.
It really will. And that's what I say, man. Man, y'all dropped a lot of points. Y'all dropped a lot of points. I ain't getting none of them. Y'all went on a little run, but hey, I like it. I like all that information right there, all that wisdom. It's cool. But like you were saying about the billboards, yeah, I'm glad we got that location down. And I'm glad we got at least somebody that we trust that can say they saw it. Because, like I said, it don't really matter to me, but people been going crazy. Like the billboard's going to make a difference, whether they hold or not. Yeah. They're not even in that space. So,
no, they're there. They're there. They're 100. Both of them are there. And the one of them, I know that there's a waiting list for it. And that's, you know, that tells you a lot about it. That means it's more valuable and it's more traffic on that one. And, you know, has a lot more interaction. So it's like, all right, y'all got hoops that we got to jump through. We're hopping through them now. We already hopped through the first one. So it don't matter this time. Maybe it could be on fire or whatever. We're going to hop right through it. It's a wrap now.
Yeah, like you said, it's best to just get some traction and get out there because everything don't start off quick. Some people start out too quick, end really quick. Some people start out slow, and next thing you know, they're like, I'm enjoying this time, man. Because if you remember last bull run, you couldn't breathe. You couldn't do nothing. You had to watch your money. You had to watch every play. I love the plays that are a little bit more time challenged. That's a little bit slow. I mean, everything moves at its own pace. Like we really rocking out in here, and I like it because I get to see everything. I get to actually analyze the people. I actually get to check the blockchain and see who the G's are and match their words with their actions and be right most of the time with all the conversations me and Mike have. And that really don't matter because people got the right to do what they want to do. But it's different when you verify it, you can see it, and it gives you a different level of understanding. Like, okay, this is how community moves. It's how some people that ain't on that type of time move.
Yeah.
And it's going at such a slower pace, you can really see what's going on.
Yeah, and like you said, you can't even see when the whole bull. You could barely even talk. You might sound like you're talking in tongues. That's how fast everything will be going. That's how crazy it is. You know?
I know I appreciate the slow momentum because it gives people who really believe in the project a chance to accumulate more tokens. So when we do go to, moving fast, you already got your position locked in. So when you start moving to the upside, you got you a big bag and you can start, taking profits if that's, what you personally want to do. Like venturing, Mike, I know I'm holding for the long term. My plan is not even to take any money until we at least hit $1. With the amount of tokens that a lot of us have at $1, you can take, 10% and be, super gravy.
And you ain't never lied about that.
Exactly. And at that point, once we hit $1, 10% will probably just be your reflection. You feel me? So, again, I truly appreciate the slow momentum. Do I want to see the white paper? Yeah, I've been wanting to see the white paper since, we hit the market. But, again, it just gives me the time to accumulate and also, put some money into other projects that may be moving a little quicker. So once they run finished, I can pull my profits and guess where it's going? Right back into bit. So cycle, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah. Just want to give a shout out to Crypto Gem. I see you up in here and stuff. And this is exactly why we hold these spaces, because there's that blend of communities, and people see us up in here, but just want to give them a shout out. Him and or her. Don't want to mess anything up because there's a beautiful pony right there. And but it's that blend from different communities coming together and hearing us talk. And I like to see that right there. That's cool right there. I just seen that, had to say something because I like that. Crypto Gem, get a bag. It won't hurt you.
Oh yeah, Heart and Soul. Yeah, I like their names. They're pretty creative. I like their names. And like A1 was saying, I like how it's going. I like the slow pace, and I like the way people move. They can get a bag. They can not get a bag. I'm finna go into my next segment. I call it FUD. It's where I want to talk about all the FUD because I want y'all to dump y'all bags so I can get y'all bags. Now, hey, I think VegasInu is a really bad project. I really don't like dev. I don't like community. I don't even like the space.
So why you holding the space if you don't like it?
I'm just playing. It's an inside joke. But for real, I like it. I like the pace. I like the way that everything is moving, man. Like, if we gonna take off when we take off and when we do, that's when we gonna reap the rewards. Because every project I was in last bull run moved slow, just like this. Pre-sales took 3-4 days to fill, and then I made a 50x, and then all the people FOMO'd at the top, and then they look dumb. And hey, if you know the patterns, you see the patterns. And like I said, once you find a trusted dev, yeah, things moving a little bit slow. Like A1 said, you want to see the white paper. I want to see the white paper, but at the same time, I think the more time it takes to see it, the more intricacies is going into the white paper. Like,
facts.
Did everybody forgetting that he said we supposed to have something? I mean, AI and crypto and casinos. Like, I don't give him time to cook. Like I say, let this man cook. I'm gonna let him cook. He can cook however long he needs to cook. That's why I say, hey, welcome to the FUD hour.
I was definitely thinking and trying to figure out how the AI side of it was going to come in, because y'all know I'm big on bad. So I'm like, Like, what's going on with the AI portion of our project, and could it be correlated with any of the other projects? Because Diddy does support bad idea AI, so could there be a correlation there? Just me speculating.
I don't mean to cut you off, but everybody keep forgetting that. Hey, our dev didn't he get majority of his money with Satoshi? You don't think they have side conversations? I mean, he's been in this space a long time. We're not gonna know all his connections and how he moves. That's why I said I'm gonna let him cook because it ain't no other projects where I would feel comfortable doing this. Like I was telling Mike, between me and him, we had a conversation earlier. I said, bro, I already put just between my super chats and everything I was doing, I probably already put 15, 20,000. And like everyone said, I'm not looking for no return in like a week, a month. I need 2 or 3 zeros before I'm thinking about a return. And that's if I even really because like I said, I'm on a different type of time. This ain't that type of project. If it was any other project, I would have took my initial pre-sale run and ran because I don't trust people like that. But when you got December and you see how we move and you see the community moving, what can you do but hold it down? You'll be eating yourself out your bag. You'll be looking dumb like the people that didn't buy in the boat. Like you see Bolt moving the way it's moving. You see they holding spaces. You see they got 10, 20, 30 spaces. Bitoshi is in the space every day. And you see how they moving. Like, come on. It's that easy. Connect the dots and don't go chasing every little thing you see on Pink Cell. Welcome to the Not Financial Advice Hour. Don't go chasing everything you see on Pink Cell. Like, instead of doing that, find you an Inu you like. Preferably Vegas, Bolt, or Shiba, all the brothers and sisters, because we're going to keep it pushing and we're going to keep it coming. And beyond that.
Be like one
Let me just say this. I got to get this out.
Get it out.
One hand brought this up. She keep talking about this white paper. Let me just lay something down for y'all. I'm not saying this, but I'm saying it. Fuck a white paper. Because look, let me tell you why. At the end of the day, yeah, some projects you get to go in depth and really read what they potentially want to try to make or do. You know what I'm saying? But I started learning real because when I first came in, I used to read the hell out of these white papers and get overly excited for a whole bunch of plays that's not even here. Green as hell, bro. For a whole bunch of plays that's not even here no more, bro. So this is what I'll say. When I see projects that come out that don't have a white paper, that's when I get excited because my thing is you're not putting a lot of time into some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So many people put so much time into this bullshit, bro. And just to pull out this paper, unless you are bad AI or any of these that really got shit that's out and running, I've seen so many big tokens fall, you know what I'm saying, that got white papers, that got partnerships, they got all these things, had a white paper included, and, some of them not even here no more, world of the space. You get what I'm saying? And then you come across tokens that don't got none of that. Let's say, for instance, VegasInu. Let's say, for instance, Dog or Shiba. Shiba didn't have no white paper, no nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Dogecoin, they didn't have no white paper. All that stuff came out later. You feel what I'm saying? After everything blew up. You feel me? And most of the reason why, people even put a website up is to list on like CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko or exchanges or whatever or whatnot. That's why some people who don't put that stuff out put it out. And I don't know why, but I usually trust the project that don't even have that stuff out more yet. Because I've came to the conclusion that I don't know if it's more so just a conclusion or just observing. Some of these, I don't really need a white paper. All I need is a little synopsis on your website of what you want to do, what you're trying to do, what's going on. If it makes sense, and I see there's people that are supporting it, because look, people gonna pick and choose what they want to support. You know what I'm saying? You could have the best project in the world and don't nobody support that joint. You feel what I'm saying? But for some reason, certain things hit, certain things don't. That's just the crypto space. But unless you come in with money, if there's a project that has money already, you feel me, and they move it, then yeah, a white paper, that's cool. I'll go ahead and read that. But if you starting things off and you don't really have a marketing plan or or you know what I'm saying, or anything to mark. That's not gonna make me having a white paper. That's gonna make me turn the other cheek for real, because you ain't doing no type of marketing. You ain't really got no plan as to how things are gonna move or anything like that. So those are just my little two things, my few things that I picked up and observed over the time in the bull market and the bear market. Now, agree with me or not, I do believe that is true.
I know for me, like BD always speaks on, looking at the white paper, looking at their dev team and stuff like that. For me personally, I kind of skim them just to see what I see, if I like what I like. And when I really go back and read the white paper, it's because I've become, more excited about the project, which is why I'm excited to see our white paper whenever it does come out. Just like the State of the Union, I know I talked to some of you guys on the white paper for the Shibarium. When it first came out, I just skimmed it because I was looking for, the burn rate, which is what most people were looking for. But as I started connecting the dots and becoming more excited about Shibarium and all of the things that I started to connect just watching Shibarium and the SHIB ecosystem in general, was when I actually went back and really, line for line read the State of the Union. And I'm like, okay, everything that I was thinking is actually what their plan is, and it's, listed right here in the State of the SHIB. So for me, I personally am ready to see, what the roadmap is and what the white paper entails, because, we've been here from the beginning, and I'm so invested in VegasInu. So I want to see, what our agenda is, what our plan is, written down in black and white.
Hey,
Let's knock down 2 points really quick. 1 point, you're right. Let's do that. And let's make that happen when in due time, when it's like lined up to do it. Second point, like what bro was saying about the white paper. I remember when people were sweating what was that? Lenny face for a white paper. And they made me laugh so hard because everybody was bugging about when white paper, and bro literally took a picture of a white paper with a flip phone. You could see the shadow. You could see his hand out like with a flip phone, and he took a picture of a white paper on the floor, and I was like, he wilded out, and it went over to, millions and millions of dollars of market cap. Now, is that something that we should look forward to or whatever? Do I think there will be a white paper? I could totally see there being a white paper easily. I think, like, as far as like, I'm a numbers person. I like to be as logical as I can with stuff. And it's like, if we even somehow came up with a way, no matter what, community or DD or anybody, a way to at least snatch up 1% of the money that comes into Vegas, that's a revenue stream bigger than a lot of other stuff going on. So anything that could be associated with, because Vegas is not like a lot of other, I've been all across the United States, everywhere. Vegas is a little bit different because you got people from, Saudi Arabia, you got people from South America, you got people from everywhere that want to come to Vegas. Not saying, I was born in Brooklyn. I grew up in the Midwest, like Chicago and stuff like that. But not saying that people don't want to go to Chi-Town and, see, Chicago for what it is, or New York and go down to Times Square. But it's a little bit different when Vegas basically got all that. We got a fake Paris, we got a fake New York, we got a fake, this is like the virtual reality for real. We're in the metaverse right now. And we can count on Vegas to keep building it. We somehow basically essentially tapped into a percentage of that revenue flow, whether if it's and I'm just speculating, right? We're just having fun. We're speculating and stuff, but like hotels or something to do with inside the casino or something like that, anything around that, that's going to be a lot of money coming in, because this place is all about making money. Ain't nothing cheap here. Everything is about somehow squeezing a dollar out of squeezing a dollar out of a dollar type, it's like, and I think that's something that we could look forward to, like building something around that where, then it's something that we can branch out into other cities. But I'm just speculating. But I do understand, like, wanting the white paper. I remember when I was green, but this was way back in 2017 when like they would say, oh, this guy worked for Google. And I would swear up and down like it was going to be something fantastic. I was like, oh, he worked for Google and this guy, he didn't like, I was like, whatever, nothing happened. Man was like falling for that level. I used to read the white paper list like way before I even thought about a YouTube channel. I was actually doing a YouTube channel on motorcycles and stuff like that. Excuse me. And whatchamacallit, it never came to anything. It was like all those projects that were like top 10 on the coin market cap, they're not even top 10 no more. And it was like during that era and stuff like that. It was like, oh, it don't matter, you work for Google. So sometimes that don't matter. Would it be nice to have one eventually? Yeah, because I think like bigger investors eventually like to see that, especially when you start getting higher up in different market caps. But just like everything, it's a double-edged sword. Everything's like that. But right now, I think the phase that we're in, it's good because even Bitcoin speculative, it's like people are not investing in Bitcoin because of its technology. People are not saying, oh, I can see the future of Bitcoin and we're going to have our titles are going to be on blockchains and, our house lien is going to be tokenized as well. And it's going to be on the blockchain or your medical record. So if you get injured in Kansas and for whatever reason you're in Florida, they can pull up your record and they don't give you some medicine that you're allergic to or something like that. People are not buying Bitcoin and all these other stuff because of the technology right now. Everything right now, the whole market is speculative. Not to say that eventually you won't get to that level where people actually appreciate the technology behind it, but a great portion of it is speculative right now.
Speaking on that, I want to say that I've been doing a lot of research on the ISO tokens, and this is not financial advice. There's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes, especially when you're talking about tokens like XRP, Hedra, Quant, XML. Definitely get develop some type of portfolio with ISO tokens. Not financial advice, but I'm just trying to tell you.
No, that's financial advice. No.
I'm not listening. What I'm saying.
I appreciate financial advice.
Yes, because they are trying to modernize the traditional financial sector. So while these coins are cheap, grab them. I'm trying to tell you, because the next bull run is XRP, all those tokens are not going to be at 60 cents. I'm going to say this. This is. I look at it as history repeating itself. You remember when people used to say, "Oh man, I remember when Bitcoin was 11 cents, this, that, and the other." It's gonna come a time when you're gonna hear people saying, "Man, I remember XRP was 60 cents, and now it's $4,000, $5,000, $6,000." I'm serious. So I'm telling you, listen.
Well, let's use it on one of these pages because it's catchy, right? He got me connecting dots and stuff, He got me.
What Eric is saying, though. Look, I'll say this with what Eric is saying. For coins like XRP and XLM and those tokens, ISO, like those are the tokens you ask for white papers for. You know what I'm saying? But when you in the meme coin sector, that shit in the air. You know what I'm saying? you know that shit up in the air, son. Like when you get bigger, of course. But one more thing, and then Rico, I got you on that. So there's this thing that I want y'all, whoever got a laptop, there's this thing I want y'all to check out for XRP, because before I had to reset my laptop because I got a virus, I was actually mining XRP, and I think I had like a good amount of XRP. It's called unmineable. Download, bro, salty, shitty. You feel me?
That's the website, Unmineable?
Yeah, go to Unmineable. You're going to have to download the software. Now, if you got something, if you feel like your computer too slow, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. Take all your important stuff off of there, save it, put it on a hard drive, whatever you got to do, and just factory reset the laptop. Clean everything off there and only use it to mine. Okay, but you can download Unmineable, download that little software, and you can mine. It's got a few different coins on there that you can mine. It's going to pay you decent, too, handsomely. You can mine XRP, Dogecoin. It's a lot of coins that you can mine on there. But, I was definitely mining XRP. I had quite a lot of XRP. But when I reset my laptop, I wasn't thinking about my, I don't even want to talk about it. But, yeah, unmineable.com.
Unmineable.com. But let's go back to, I didn't know this was Erica Love Vibe. Shout out to Erica. I love all the stuff you do in the chat. I didn't know that was actually, but what you were saying, like with the XRP, the XLM, and all that, it's like the lady who signs those $100 bills, she's connected to XRP. Like that's not by accident, you know, and that something big is going to come from that. And like how she was saying, all the traditional banking system and institutions and the way the transactions, they want this anyways. You think they want people to keep doing chargebacks for the rest of their life? Like they don't want that. You ain't gonna be able to do a chargeback on a blockchain. Like it got confirmed by these many people. Like this was an actual transaction. So they want this. They like to pretend like they don't want it as bad as we want it. So like that, we're begging for it, but they want this more than we want it. Trust me when I tell you this. And that's why the lady that signs the $100 bills, her name is up on one. If you got one, she's the same lady who's, you know, talking and advocating for XRP. It's like we're gonna use DD Nation's phrase right there, and we got to connect them two dots. Them dots must be connected, and all of those are like what Eric was saying. They're all those ISOs tokens and stuff. They all got something, a little something connected to them. So connect the damn dots, man. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
And then I want to say real quick too, you got to ask yourself, like the whole time during the bear market, even though when XRP was going through that SEC lawsuit, that coin still stayed within the top 5. I mean, that's telling me those big guys was buying it. Do you understand? And then all the people like us, we were selling because, you know, you thinking, oh, well, this coin ain't gonna do nothing because people look at the price. But the whole time they was buying it in the background. Okay,
because they see the technology.
Exactly. They see it. And to be honest with you, I really think that whole lawsuit was a crack of mess because at the end of the day, they knew they was going to win. But I think that was a way for them to pack their bags, if that makes sense. See, they play a lot of games. They play a lot of games. So I'm just telling you guys, stack up on the ISOs.
Wait, so what's ISO, Eric? Can you explain that?
If you Google it, it'll give you, you can find a list of them. It's about 10 of them. I actually have them all on my upload so I can watch them, but they don't really move a lot. But Quant is one of them. HBAR, XRP, XDC, XLM, and there's a few more. And you can buy them from Uphold and then move them. The only thing about Uphold, though, is that you got a KYC. But that's actually where I bought my XRP. I don't have a lot, but I got a few because I know it's going to run. And when it does, you know what I'm saying, that'll be a pretty decent amount of money. But I would also, not a financial advice, tell people not to sell them because it would be a great asset to have. And you can actually, or supposedly, borrow them out to banks since they'll be the bridge for all of the other tokens, supposedly. And you can borrow them out to the bank and make dividends from it. Go ahead.
But I was going to say, I'm going to combine what you said with Erica. Like, damn, I forgot it. She was saying that you can accumulate some coins, and then you were saying they don't move much. That's exactly what I like. I love when things don't move and I get to accumulate them.
Yeah, the point behind XRP is for it to be a stable coin. So that way, when you transfer money from one location to the other, the amount, the value of that token will still pretty much be the same. And their idea is to, do transaction kind of like Swift does. So the value of that token needs to be stable, but it also has to be a very high value if it's going to be handling large transactions like Swift. So it definitely has a potential. Go ahead.
Now, I was going to say, it's basically what you're saying is bridging the gap between the traditional finance and crypto, basically.
Yeah.
And like I say, go ahead.
I was just going to say that's why they're pushing for regulation so hard so that the banks can legally buy these assets. Because, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that, some financial institutions and governments already have their hand in the cookie jar. Not to mention, if you've been watching XRP as long as I have, they already have a lot of deals with a bunch of banks, a bunch of countries. So there's no doubt in my mind that some of them already hold XRP or that XRP has a certain amount of tokens held for them. And there's not a lot of tokens left in the market for retail investors. So once that price starts flying and the institutions start getting in there, it's going to be hard for retail investors to buy XRP because not only do they have those already set aside for financial institutions, the financial institutions are going to start going to the retail market to buy them up for from, us.
Can you explain the ISO again? I'm sorry. I just really want to understand what that is.
I can't
The
have it
ISO
here.
isn't the ISO isn't really the token itself. To my understanding, the ISO is the protocol or the infrastructure that they're using so that the banks can use, crypto and blockchain in order to make transactions.
So you can invest in the ISO. What would be considered an ISO?
XRP, XBC, XLM Quant, HBAR, all of those are ISO tokens because they were built to bridge between the traditional financial institutions. So basically what the ISO is already built banking infrastructure, so they don't have to implement any new protocols. It would already work with the software program, however you want to put it, that they use. So they don't have to go through this big infrastructure change as far as their programming. They can just, it's basically a plug and play. They just plug into the ISO 20022, I think it is, something like that, which is kind of bullish within itself.
Yeah, 20022. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it's basically a plug and play. And if you listen to some of the stuff that I can't think of his name, but he always says it's a plug and play. So basically, they just link into the system with the financial infrastructure that they already have, and it's ready to go. It's not something that they have to download, any changes that they have to make. It's good to go once they plug it in, plug and play. But the tokens that are on the plug and play system are the ones that I named and a few more. It's about 8 to 10 of them. But if you just type in ISO 20022 tokens, it'll give you a list of about 8 of them.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Hey, I want to use this time to pivot because one thing about talking about all these other players is going to do is going to stop people from touching their bit bags. And I really wish the Jeeps were in here because this is the segment for them. This is called Go Make Some Money Somewhere Else So You Stop Dumping on the Chart. That's what we're going to call this segment. Now, we're gonna break up a couple of tokens I think might be some good enough financial advice to go look at or try out. Well, I don't know what you like to do with your tokens, but you can go look at them. They'll be there. So we know Mike got the dog coin, and I'm gonna mention that one simply because I'm up 4x right now. So I'm glad I took that financial advice from Mike. But if it go bad, I'm gonna sue you. If it go bad,
let me tell you why.
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you.
I didn't get in. Go ahead.
It's okay. You still early, sis. Look, let me tell you why you're not gonna be mad. This what ShibLord has done. Okay, everybody's seen the big ordeal. ShibLord gone. They was like, oh, he left the community. This was fucking planned. This man planned this shit. Look, I done been around this space too long, bro, to even let something like that faze me, bro. Like the way he did this was so brilliant. This is about to be the biggest marketing scheme that the DeFi space has ever seen. Okay, bro, like this man is sending messages on the Ethereum scan just like Satoshi or something right now. And it's just crazy to the point where he made everybody so emotional that the community had nothing to do but, like, the only thing they could do was unite. And the community is so fucking strong right now. Like, when I tell you I ain't seen nothing like this since 2021, since the bull run. And I thought that I was seeing other, like, I thought that I'd see, bro, look, I'm sorry to be yelling. Bro, this chat is moving so fast. Not even just the chat. Like, I wanted to test it. So I had put out a tweet the other day. I was like, where are all the dogs at? I'm trying to see something. Within an hour, I had almost 100 likes. That is stupid bullish. Do you know how many people are engaging in these? Up to 200 to 300 people. The reason Rodney is helping them so hard is because they liked up his post. 800 people liked it. 800 people within 2 weeks. What token has done this? Oh, sorry.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm gonna interrupt you. Hey, bro, that community is bullish. And I don't mean to sound stereotypical, but that's the energy your community is supposed to come with, and they ain't even got nobody lead them.
Nobody.
They just bullish.
Bullish.
They came up. Somebody threw a chair in the air, and everybody just got bullish. Like.
No, but the thing is, they've been bullish. I don't know where they came from. I don't know why just this community. But look, let me tell you, the name dog is original. The logo is original. It don't look like Shiba. It don't look like Dogecoin. This is a fucking mini bulldog, French bulldog or something like that, yo. It's so original to the point where it stands out. You feel what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. The volume got up to 2.1, 2.4 million, yo. And the token it was only at like 3 million market cap when the value was at 2.1 million. When you have a token, both volume is only at like 4 million or something like that. You feel me? When you have a token that's daily volume is at 2.1 million and their market cap is only at 3-4 million, you need to do the math.
They were on your futures, bro. Like once them futures hit their 30-day value, you know what I mean? Once them futures hit their 30-day value, I learned that from Rico. It's a wrap. Man, you got a crypto. I started applying it to the crypto. I'm like, dude, they hitting their volume. They hitting their market cap volume that day. Yeah.
Man. And look, I told y'all so I watched it, cause it ran up to 14 mil, and then it fell. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I made my little move to come in after it fell. I knew it was going to have to come down. You know what I'm saying? And when it came down, I got in around 2 mil. And then all that FUD came. Then that's when everything happened. So, this is a good time if you want to throw a little money in. Now, real quick, before I get the flow back up, real quick, gas fees are ridiculously high right now. So I'm going to tell you what I did. All right, they're on 5 different exchanges right now. I just got on CoinStore app. I do not trust them at all. Let me just put that out there. I do not trust this exchange. All right, but in order for me to get out of paying $100 for a fee, because I don't have that type of money to be spending on a fucking gas fee, man. In order to get out of paying that fee, I had to send ETH after buying it on Crypto.com to CoinStore. And after I sent it to CoinStore, I bought dog from there and transferred my dog token back to my Trust wallet. Now, because gas fees are high, I got away with only losing a fee of 3,000 dog tokens. But some of these fees, the gas fees for these dog tokens are fluctuating between 3K and 20K, 20K tokens, which is a lot of tokens to be taken. You know what I'm saying? So you can leave it on the exchange. I have been leaving mine on the exchange. I'm not going to lie to you. Do I trust it? Hell no. Am I going to leave it on there forever? Hell no. But if I have to leave it on there for me to be able to swap over to USDT, at the point when I'm ready to, then that's what I'm going to do. But I'm just letting y'all know 100 million is programs.
Yeah, I appreciate that for that, bro. Dog is real cool. I like projects. They got either a good dev like Didi, but in y'all case, y'all dev went to get some milk, so that's cool too. And y'all holding it down, and I like that. I like that energy. You can't beat a community with good energy. Look at Volt. Look what they did in the past 2 days. The good energy is coming. Look what I want to pivot that real quick. Look what we did the other day. I mean, where we ran from? We ran from we ran from 568,000. Took us about a week or two. We ran up to, but we really finally start moving at that 7 or 8 level on our chart. I don't know what to call it. I don't understand all the zeros. But all I could tell you was the volume was only 1,500. Wait till the volume really start coming for Vegas. It's gonna be like a rocket. And everybody say they're waiting for $1, but I don't think so. It's gonna come quick. And it's gonna start fluctuating. Now I'm gonna use that time to pivot. I really, really, really like dog. At first I was I saw the pre-sale. It was cool. I didn't get in because I didn't feel like loading up no ETH. You can't be procrastinating in the crypto market. If you're gonna do something, say you're gonna do it. Like Mike was saying, white papers matter, but when stuff really get hyped the way it really get hyped, I'm not reading all this stuff. And that's why I want to pivot to why I work 70 hours a week. because I'm not reading no white papers. I'm gonna throw the money in there and I'm gonna go about my business. I ain't got time to be reading all this stuff. That's why I'm not waiting on December's white paper and nothing like that. It's gonna come when it comes, and we're gonna keep it rocking how we keep it rocking. Now,
Facts, but what do you do? What do you do when they don't pay you? I'm still mad.
oh well, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I got like like 2 or 3 checks that come every week. Cause I don't trust nobody with my money. I need money always coming in for real. Like if the crypto don't print, shoot. If it get real bad, I'll go do some Uber. I don't care. I'm gonna get some money. However I gotta get it.
Man,
I always keep some money coming in.
this is meme coins, yo. People shouldn't be looking for no damn white paper with meme coins anyway, is what I think. And what I hate, and I'm going to just shut up after this, because I keep interrupting. I'm sorry, V. But people, I'm so sick and tired of seeing some of these influencers that made it off of meme coins. So you need to find yourself a meme coin that has utility. What? That don't even sound right. I need to find a meme coin that has utility. That does not sound right. Meme coins are for fun and fucking memes. Excuse my language. Are for fun and memes. If you can't have fun and memes, people get tired. They get bored. Then they move on to the next thing. Utility, that stuff can come later when you're sitting at 600 million, 700 million. I don't even think Bach has a damn utility.
And I'm glad you said that. I want to pivot real quick. It's some of the best projects with some of the best, most revolutionary utilities. They got white papers. They got websites. They got everything but engagement because they so boring. They chats are boring. They telegrams are boring. That's why memes be hitting the way they be hitting. You keep the community engaged. You can keep their energy flowing. You keep doing stuff. You keep, you just keep it going. Like one time I came in the chat, I said, "Oh, it's dead, and I don't like that. I'm burning 1 billion tokens." Like you gotta know how to manage the energy, and that's one thing. Them utility tokens like XRP, all them blue chips, all the ISOs. Oh yeah, we need to accumulate those for sure, but ain't no communities for those. But they got they're gonna change some stuff over time. That's why they're not moving the way that they're moving, but in time. Because I'm like the granddads of the crypto space. Like, hey, you do what I say, I do what I said. We memes more like the little kids. Like, hey, fun all day, every day. We at the park. We ain't going to the park. I'm selling. Like that's pretty much how it is. I'm gonna use that to pivot. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say this real quick. I'm just surprised that devs are still using. I mean, there's nothing wrong with ETH. It's just the fact of the high gas fees. When you have other blockchains like ARB, Solana, with less gas fees, well, people ain't got to pay an arm and a leg to sell because, like I say, when this next bull run comes, it's gonna be crazy. That's the reason why now I just stay away from. I'm just gonna be honest. The project could be awesome, but I'm not fooling with ETH no more. After the fees I paid last bull run, I say, you know what, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many other blockchains that these devs can choose from now to save people on gas fees. But people do what they do.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry, Ewan.
I was just gonna say I agree, and I've personally been more interested in the BNB plays because I mean the point is to make money, and if I'm having to pay $1,000 in ETH fees, I mean if I made 100,000, then that's cool, but that's still $1,000 more that I could have in my pocket when they could have just built on BNB. And I think that a lot more projects should do like both and, have, hey, you can buy it on ETH or you can buy it on BNB.
Yeah, I'm for real. I really, really, really hope Vegas do that one day. I know I heard an inkling of that we should be on Shibarium, but that was way, way, way early, and that could be misinformation. And depending on who you are, that could be fudge. So, hey, I don't know. But I'm going to use the time to pivot to like what I was telling Mike earlier. Like, I like good devs and people that keep things going in the space to say, hey, bro, because we already know the money is coming. We had about an hour and a half conversation. Like, when you get your $1 million, what you going to do? I'm finding projects. I'm going to go to the boring side of the game with the devs that's doing the work, that been doing the work, that survived the bull markets and survived the bear markets. And if they market cap like $1 million, I'm going to throw 1,000 in there and forget about it. And man, if they doing the work, I'm just gonna see where it goes because that's all you can do. Just keep planting seeds. And I think Vegas is gonna be that tree that's gonna sprout from the seed. That's gonna do something real, real real good. It's gonna bear real good fruit. But I'm gonna pivot on that, and I'm gonna take this time. I'm just gonna shout out some quick projects. I don't want to keep y'all in here all night. We've been here for a minute, but if y'all want to keep cooking, we can. I'm just gonna get it going. Like all the projects I follow at this point are on BNB. I made all my money last bull run on BNB, so I know how it is when BNB moves. I know how it looks when BNB gets to $600. I'm wondering if it's gonna go to 1,000. Who knows? This next project is called. And keep in mind, we mentioning these projects because don't touch your vid bags. You can not fancy nice. You can do whatever you want, but it's important to highlight devs that's doing the work, devs that's similar to DD, and like giving them a spotlight because ain't nobody really, like you say, when people really doing the work, ain't nobody listening to them, to be honest. So this next project is called Respan, and I mentioned A1, Josh, and Mike. They've been in that chat chilling out. They've been in there chilling pretty good, and that dev, like I said, he launched last bull run. When bull run was $600, they raised like 350 BNB in like 10 seconds. And I ain't gonna lie, I bought the top because I couldn't get in pre-sale, and it ran up pretty nice. Like I bought in the other day, down 45x from where it used to be, and I was always gonna be in this project. I always been in it, and I'm gonna be keeping 100. There's a lot of projects I consolidated into Vegas because I knew where Vegas was finna go, and that was one of them projects. But after everything happened, I didn't sell none. Like I said, I haven't sold none of my Vegas. I just went and rebought my position because I support solid devs. It's really, 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 really hard for me to fold. I don't know how much I can reiterate this. Like I held that bag from bull run till when Vegas launched, and I'm still gonna hold that bag. So I jumped back in there thinking it wasn't nothing of it. Like, okay, let me get back to supporting solid people because it was a rewards token, and those rewards were like great. Like that was BUSD. They had to rebrand because of BUSD went out. We talked about that last space, and when that BUSD went out, they had to redo all their contracts and they had to consolidate a lot of stuff. So that project is called Respan. The dev's name is Jay, and it's a African American guy and a white guy. They've been the same dudes, the same faces I've been seeing for the same years. But as I say, like Vegas, like a lot of other things, it's a slow mover, but they solid, and they'll keep you from touching your vid bags. And the reason why I brought them up is because they are planning to relaunch and seed a couple different things here and there, and they already have utilities. They already have a website. They already had the equivalent of a Volti card before there was a Volti card. They just not burning no tokens. They already got things to come. They already know how to market. It's just amazing that they even survived last bull run. Well, it's easy to survive the bull run, but they survived the whole bear market, and they launched a couple tokens. They got tokens on top of those tokens that they could, and they plan on relaunching. And them guys is pretty consistent. So I thought I would highlight them in this space, and I would take this time. If y'all know any good projects, any solid people, because we all come from different places, different blockchains, it'd be a good time to highlight them. Because as I said, I remember when Vegas first came out. If you didn't pay, a lot of people, and that time gonna shift where everybody gonna be wanting to promote us. Everybody gonna be wanting to be in our spaces. Everybody gonna want to be in our face and act like they was here from day one. So you already know that's coming. But for the people that's here now, we holding it down and we highlighting great devs and great people in the space that ain't rug pulled the people that ain't did nothing wrong on people, and that's also gonna stop you from dumping your bit bag. Not financial advice. So that was one of the ones I had on my mind, along with the dog token that Mike came through with, because, like he said, they devs went to get some milk, and the community is holding it down. We only highlight good communities and good devs, and for me, I don't highlight nothing that ain't been just like December when he said I'm launching Vegas. I'm in there. How much money can I come up with? Because you've been you for years, so I'm in there. Same thing with all these other products. Ain't nothing I'm talking about. I ain't been holding for at least 1 or 2 or 3 years. And been in the chats every day and made money off of it already. So yeah, I only mentioned that one because they're relaunching soon. So it could be something there, not financial advice, if that's what you choose. And we just gonna keep it moving forward because I didn't really have too much for you today. That was just one of the ones. And like I said, I got other projects, but I don't want my limits. My risk tolerance is higher than others, so I don't want to be just throwing you no BS or nothing that you got to have a stronger conviction for than most. Just like Vegas, like, hey, it can go to 2K, you can go to 2 billion. I'm gonna still be doing the same thing. I don't know when I'm gonna sell. I can't even think about it at this point because the money don't move me. The community is what moves me, and we showing up every day, and that's just what we're gonna keep on doing. So moving on from here, if ain't
Great conversation tonight. I was just want to say, great conversation tonight, you guys.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. And I appreciate you shutting out the ISO tokens because we definitely need to accumulate the XRP, the XLM, and we definitely need to get off the board and share that wallet off wallet because I could not find out. I don't know if I want to say this on here because they might block that off Apple Store. Come to the Telegram. But
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, Venture, but I guess I'm talking at night for some reason. But anyway, I wanted to say real quick. Don't know if this is true or not, but crypto economists been saying that they think XRP is going to flip Bitcoin one day because with all the thing comes, it has the different, things that come with it as far as it has actual use cases. All right. So you can only imagine if XRP flipped Bitcoin. All right. And I'm just saying, I know I'm like I say, it's not financial advice, but I'm just saying there's a lot of things. If y'all go and research this, there's a lot of things that's happening in the background, that's been happening in the background. Seriously, that I actually believe that could happen. And so when it's at 60 cents right now, you look back on this and be like, oh my God, I could accumulate. That's all I'm saying.
I'm glad you said that. Oh, yeah, go ahead, everyone.
I was just going to say, I totally agree. A lot of my research that I did as far as crypto was specifically about XRP. And I agree with something that you said earlier as far as the lawsuit. That was a bunch of poo coin. That was a show to, just like a lot of the things that we know who they are, do to distract us from what's really going on and what's really in front of us. But people take the news and they run with it. And by news, I mean what you actually watch on the news. And, they don't really look at what's really going on behind the matrix. They only see what they're being told and they fall for it every time. So I think it's great for us to have spaces like this and our private Telegram groups that we have outside of VegasInu to awaken some people's minds so that they see these types of things. I definitely think that everybody should look into ISO projects. And if you don't feel it, you don't believe it, then hey, that's you. But projects like XRP, XDC, XLM, HBAR, they are going to do very well once things go into once things come into play. Because at some point, I mean, you can already see it. We're going to become a cashless, society. There's already businesses that don't really take cash, or they don't have the cash to give you change for your cash. And one of the things that they're going to be using to do that is XRP. One of the big ones, things like XDC and XLM, they'll be smart contracts. So you don't need a paper deed. It's going to be like an NFT. So you need to get into NFTs, and which I'm personally doing because I'm not very familiar with them. Get into NFTs and how they work, and things like that, because that's how your contracts will be done moving forward. There's a lot to learn about the ISO projects, and if you don't do it now, you're going to be left behind when the time comes. Not necessarily left behind, but you'll be behind. There's a lot of knowledge to discover in the background as far as XDC and XLM. People just look at the price and say, oh, it has the potential to do this because they believe that it has some type of government affiliation, but you also need to understand the technology behind those projects as well, and what their plan is and how they plan to implement those things. Because you can even find your own use case for those projects as well and make money that way.
That's true. That's most definitely true. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying, I just dropped in the what this little post thing, little comment, little section thing. Hey, I dropped in there, man, all of our projects, and one I didn't touch on. Like it's a lot of projects I didn't touch on because we didn't had well I didn't had run names with some of them that's been private, but nevertheless they're still solid in my opinion. And some of them, I guess, let me just say, how can I put this? Got to be PC. Some of them, they started off rough. They started out different. They started out in a different space, but they came around and they mods. I've been in their spaces and they showed us some love, so I'm showing them some love. And that one is Piggy C. And I didn't even say nothing. I was just in the space and they just gave us a quick shout out. And that's also, Piggy Coin BSC. They're cool. They can, like, the one thing we look out for is communities. Their community is on point. They raid together. They push hard. They shield hard. They stay on brand. They don't step on no toes, and they trying to get it out the mud organically for real. Like, it's almost similar because, like, right when Vegas came out, sometimes people don't really be copying. Sometimes it's like everybody's in Vegas right now. Sometimes that's the way that the threads the universe are going at this point. Everybody's being organic. Everything is in alignment with each other in some type of way, and you can notice the intricacies in between. And I say all that to say, hey, we all doing things differently, but we all doing things pretty much the same. We all keeping it organic, and we all seeds. We all coming out the mud. We all got 10 toes in the mud, and we sprouting what we plant out the mud. And that's why I thought I would mention PKBSC because, like I said, they mod one of them, and y'all can go give them a follow if y'all want. not X advice, but Milton, he was specifically the one, and I don't know, Piggy Boss. They gave us some really, really, really great shout outs about a couple of days ago. So I've been really linking up with them, and I've been in their Telegram building because one thing I didn't like when I first came into crypto that made me want to step up is a lot of people don't show love, man. Like, everybody trying to get their bag going on about their business, and ain't nothing really wrong with that, but it's not genuine, man. I'm in a building genuine relationships with genuine people, and if you show me love, and you show me love and something with time, because you can't fake time over extended period of time, or you come in a certain way while I know it's organic, I'm gonna respect that and I'm gonna reciprocate that. If you keep that energy going, it's gonna multiply for all parties involved. And a lot of people are starting to reciprocate that energy. Like, it's coming quick. So yeah, they pretty solid over there. Piggy BSC, Respan. Like, I talk to them via Telegram in their DMs. They pretty solid. I like them how they moving. Like Piggy Coin, they actually manage a budget, and I think they monthly expenses is only $100. Like, they not messing with their liquidity like that. They bought some more Volt today. Like, they really doing a thing over there, and I really, really like that. I respect people that know how to keep a budget. I had to get debt free at one point, and I had to pay off $20,000 worth of stuff. So if you can keep a budget, that's a dot for me. If I see a dev keeping the budget and being considerate with the finances, same thing like December when he came in the Telegram and said, "Hey, just letting y'all know, I had to do what I had to do." Like, that's respectable. So I put that on the board for y'all. Do whatever y'all want with it. But like I say, I ain't trying to put that on the board that's like, hey, let's go get rug pull real quick. I don't know what things are. I don't know how fast they're going to grow. But the best thing we can do that I noticed I didn't do last 4 runs, if you find a great dev like December, like JF Respan, like, well, they just call him Piggy Boss, but that's the CEO. He's trying to keep stuff private. Don't tag him when he with his kids. Like, he's real private over there. But if you can find people that's solid, Those the people you're supposed to be around. Those the ones that's gonna give you the alpha. Those the ones that might spin off a project and get you 100x because that happened before last time too. But beyond the money, supporting good people is what we do. Supporting good people is what I do. Same energy type business. That's what we're doing all day, every day. Because I didn't got more. I didn't got more bees with honey than bears. Let me tell you that right now. I didn't got more bees just by building genuine. Like if I don't like you, I'll tell you I don't like you, and I can go about my business, or I just block you. Like I done blocked a lot of people. But if I like you, you get the spotlight. You do something wrong, you gonna get the spotlight too. I'll be on your head. Mike know how I go when I get mad. He know who it is. Like if I don't like you, you getting blocked, and I'm gonna put you on blast because that energy go both ways. But you can get the love for right now. Don't make me mad though. For real. Yeah, I ain't nobody to be like, I ain't nobody to be scared of. I'm a little short dude, man. I'm gonna keep 100. I just run my miles and show love and do what I gotta do and show up every day, and that's what we gonna do.
I just want to
Hey, Erica, you sound muffled. We can't.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say I DM Michael an article about ISOs if he wanted more information about them so he can understand what they are.
Oh, thank you so much, Erica. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Busting down there in the corner, boy.
And I think Mike, did we touch on all the good projects we think we like today?
I spoke passionately about Dog. I will go ahead and back him up on Piggy. I do trust them over there for sure. That's a plus. Other than that, my only bags, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The only bags that I hold are Vegas, Dog, Vote, of course, and I'm definitely about to give me some XRP. And those are my gems right there. But everything else is just flipping, quick flip.
You don't have shit?
No, sis.
You fun. I'm getting blocked.
I
got like a $10 bag of shit that I've been holding for like a year that I can't take out. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff.
You about to show the 3 S's on it?
I'm not expecting that to do nothing. Like if it run up to $100, I'll take it. But you know what I'm saying? Like I like you need to put in at least some work. You got to put some racks in the sheet if you want to see some paper. And I'm just being real. I'm talking about meme coins that I'm holding on that I know people gonna make generational wealth with.
Right. I feel
you. Like,
hey, y'all. I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but I'm gonna interrupt y'all. Teague and Crypto B-Well wanted to say something. Crypto B-Well was up here first, so I'll see if they want to say something real quick.
Yeah, I was just saying, man, appreciate the space. I was on to ask, can you send that thing about the ISOs to me too?
Yes, no problem. Let me. I can find you on Telegram.
All right.
I got you.
Thank you. And yeah, man. Like I was the one that posted the one that with the car in the chat. That was me that got into that car accident. So I've been, you know what I'm saying, in my love. I needed to come back to the Telegram, you know what I'm saying? Because man, like, bro, stuff be crazy, man. But you know what I'm saying? Just coming back, listening to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Got my spirits back. So I got what I needed to get, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things that I got planned for the community, you know what I'm saying? But once I get everything situated again, I'm gonna let y'all know. But I definitely got some things. I have ran a couple of things across y'all, but man, with everything, and then I got a baby on the way, so it's been a lot going on. So once I get everything tightened back up, I got the community. Trust me.
Well, it's a blessing to hear from you, man.
Yeah, man. And then the crazy part about the whole situation is the person that hit us actually worked with us, and they try to say we did it. So it's a whole nother situation going on with this, man. It's like for real. So yeah.
Hey, I just want to say, yeah, I remember you told me that you got a baby on the way. I just want to say congratulations again, bro. You know, do what you got to do to get set up right. You know what I'm saying? For that new one coming in, man. You know, and remember everything that we're doing now is for that little new one you got coming in. You know, so remember that, bro. The work you putting in now is definitely gonna pay off for real, sir.
I already know, Mike. I already know, man. I already know.
I just DM'd you too. Make sure you got it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, T. Hey, I see you came up. Man, don't think I missed Vote there. We know Vote been doing this thing, man. I shouted them out in the beginning. What's going on, brother?
Oh, I'm doing, man. I'm doing good, man. Just chilling. Yeah, I mean, as far as other tokens, I mean, I got a ton of different stuff, but y'all have never heard of it. Probably haven't. Check Dot. That's one I would look out for. They're pretty. I think they're at like a couple mil market cap right now, but I've been swing trading that for like almost a year now. But that's starting to move. That's kind of like a crypto insurance kind of thing. Not super familiar now.
It's spelled check dot.
Yeah, like
man, I got pen and paper right now.
Yeah, so they got it on ETH and BNB side. Yeah, that's one I've been holding for a minute. That one I've never seen anybody talk about except for who did I see it? I think Crypto Millie. That's where I saw that. That was forever ago.
You've been doing good.
Yeah, he's it's done a few little gems from him and stuff, but yeah, mainly biggest bag is definitely Vol. But I'd also check out Crow. I don't know if people realize, but they've burned I think like 8 billion since their last peak. They were at like 23 billion before, and now they're at like 25 billion.
Real quick. I want to interrupt you real quick. I co-signed Crow because I bought the top. Like I know Crow. I was accumulating Crow. I just put it into Vegas, but I need to get my bag back because Crow that's one of the ones. CRO, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that I mean, I bought that. I think the first time I bought it was like maybe 12-20 cents, like last bull market, and I made like I don't know. I sold some at like 50, and then I sold like the last of it at like 70. It went up to 90, and then I've been buying it since like 20. And then I staked it for, well over a year, and yeah, made doing pretty good on it right now. So plus all the card rewards. But that's something because of all the things they have and all the regulation they're doing, and how I look at it is, Binance was always one of the top. You're going to see them kind of probably go head and head this time, and because all the regulation, all the burning they've done, like I'm saying like easily like a $4 Crow, in my opinion. But
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are they a part of their blockchain? Is that Chronos?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was looking at that the other day. I was studying the other blockchains that's out there, and I said, I wonder if this is a part of Crow. Okay, so they have projects on that blockchain as well over there.
Yeah, like I'm not in any of them right now, but like Tectonic, Minid is like their NFT thing. They do a lot of projects where it's like made through like Kronos, but they just do it on the DeFi side. Their fees have pretty much always been like pennies. It just went up recently. They did have like a little thing where they were getting, I think like somebody was minting and it was slowing the network down. They had a little thing, but besides that, like I've been using them for quite a while, and they're super fast transactions and usually pretty cheap. So, and there's pretty much every of like the top, probably 50 coins like are all pretty much on, like there's a ton of coins, like especially the main ones on there. So if you're trading some of those, you can, save some on fees. And I've been using, I use a couple different things, but for like DeFi, they have Fulcrum, which is you can do some leverage on a couple of the top coins. So it's nice to be able to do leverage and stay in DeFi.
Yeah, I like that. And you triggered something in me. Like, I appreciate all those. I'm gonna check out that check dot. I need to really get back in on my CRO bag, because I'm glad you cashed out really good with that, because it was probably some of my money, because I bought at 95 cents. I bought like $1,000 worth at 95 cents. But I was DCAing this whole time until Vegas. So hey, ain't no love lost, man. Tides come in and tides go out. They come and they go. But when they come in again, hey, I'm gonna be taking $1,000 off. Something I'm just playing, but it's all good for real. I'll let you talk about one quick thing, man. When you said burn, you triggered something. One gem that I've been sitting on, I think it's a gem, if the metaverse heats back up. Another honest dev I like, that's on the BNB side of the game. Every play I was in was BNB. Everything I still was holding before Vegas was BNB. This one is called Everdome, and it was started by Robert Grin. Actually, he started 2 tokens, and both of them ran to $1 billion market cap, and I was in both of them. But I wasn't putting in as much money as I used to. I wasn't putting in as much money as I used to back then. It was just $50 turned into $1,000 in 2 minutes, and I was gone. I left for a little bit in. I left a little bit in and held it to the floor out of some type of respect and loyalty. I'm not the person to just say, okay, I'm out. That's hard for me to do. But they sitting at a nice floor right now, but they've been doing their thing, and I am supposed to been tripled, quadrupled up the initial position I had last bull run. They are one of those people that's doing the work. Now, I will mention that Robert Grant isn't the CEO as of June 2022, but he appointed somebody else, and they still been doing the work. They still been releasing stuff, and they recently burned a lot of tokens. That's what triggered me. You say burn. I know I like burn stuff up. You say burn, I get triggered.
So, in my opinion, like in the stock market, you got your, they'll do buybacks, or they, do their kind of reward things. And thing with DeFi and that and doing burning, it's, everybody can kind of get rewarded evenly. And, even people who aren't holding, it's still going to boost the overall value of the token. So even if people decide to sell, it still will kind of retain more value than, say, rewarding people and then instantly selling it.
For sure. Like, I really like that, for real. Like I was telling Mike, like, hey, when I get my big bags, I'm going to get me some. Dang, I can't think right now. I'm going to get me some some index funds. I'm a really big fan of index funds, man.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping things can kind of work out, but mostly physical. But I'm gonna probably buy a ton of like silver too. But yeah, definitely gonna diversify a bit. But in my opinion, you'll probably see crypto like this cycle become really big, and then the next thing you'll probably see the tokenization of the stock market, and which, if y'all haven't looked at synthetics, that's a big one to keep an eye on. That thing can swing like 50%, something like it'll do crazy moves. But that's another one I would look at. I've done some swing holding on that. Don't have any right now, but that's my opinion. This cycle will kind of be the start of it. Next cycle will be kind of the finalization of tokenization of pretty much everything.
Oh yeah, man, I really, really like that. Like, and that's my first time hearing the synthetic, so I'm writing that down, man, because y'all be dropping so many gems. We're really connected so many dots. Petey was in here earlier, man. He dropped something like he dropped like when we first started out about Mike Telegram, he dropped like 30 plays, and I'm like, bro, I can't research all these. And the next day, one of them was up 100%. Like, dude, and all of them was on Siberian. That's why I was like, dude, I don't know what. Y'all be dropping a lot of stuff, and so I got my pen and pad out, and I got to go through them one by one. So synthetic, I'm gonna definitely go look that up. It's my first time hearing about that for real. Now I ain't gonna lie, I really felt like I didn't kept y'all way too long, but we've been having a good time. I think it's time to start winding this thing on down. But before I do that, let me just knock out this one quick thing about Everdome real quick. So it's at 30 million market cap. It used to be at 1 billion. Total supply is 100 billion. They gonna burn 1 billion. They ain't did it yet, but they announced that they're gonna do so. On the BNB side of the game, that's one I would look to, like an ISO token, like Eric would say. That's one I actually been accumulating. In my initial position, I bought that ran to $1 billion. At this point, it's only worth like $35. So I ain't taking the dots on that. I'm gonna go probably put 10x on that. But hey, it be the ones you don't think about that do the best. It be the ones nobody's paying attention to, because who would have the information on it if they wasn't in it? And that's what we've been doing. We've been connecting dots with each other and really getting it in the way we're supposed to. And I like that. I really, really, really like that. So yeah, shout out to the VegasInu community. It's all about building bridges. It's all about taking notice of good projects with good devs that been holding the floor, that been holding it down, that's keeping that same energy, like Dome, like Piggy, like Crow, Respan, Piggy, BSC. I said them names twice. Vegas. It's so many, man. I can't even really think of them all. Like Volt, especially Volt. But Volt don't need our help. Volt is its own ecosystem. Volt is gonna do what it do. Like, I really believe them when they say 50 billion. Like, yeah, I think any 10 billion is too soon. I ain't gonna say nothing about that. I ain't gonna say nothing about Volt, because I could be wrong. They could probably do 100 billion. Like, because the community, which community? The Volt community, the Vegas community, all these communities, the dog community, they really holding it down, man. Like, if you can't do nothing without community, and look at all us in here right now, like I really appreciate y'all showing up. We really, really, really held it down. And yeah, we had a couple people dip in and out, and like, what did you 6 times, 60 times? People got to keep seeing you, and they can't replicate this energy. They keep seeing how solid we are. They gonna show up. If I don't know nothing else, I probably can't read, but I know energy. No, I can read, but I know energy. I know how energy moves. That's why, like, I do stuff. I told Mike, I do stuff strategically. Yeah, I burnt 1 billion tokens. That's dumb, but I do stuff for a reason. And I see the motivation getting low. I do something dumb, and I don't feel like it's a loss, because energy don't die. Like, money don't die. Like, I ain't tripping on that shit. That shit come back. That shit really, really. Oh, y'all getting my South Dallas side. Hold on. Like, money come back. I ain't tripping on money. Money ain't that important. But what's most important to me is keeping the energy going, keeping the community going, stepping up where we can step up, pushing where we can push, and doing what we got to do. What's really important is just making sure the community is solid, that everybody's safe outside of crypto. Everybody's doing well. Like, for those that didn't know, I don't know if this is personal information now, but our dev didn't really have the best time. After this launch, he experienced some personal losses. So if he ain't in the chat, he just ain't in the chat. Let him handle his business. We know he's solid. We've been following him for years. If you got a problem with that, there's other projects for you. I'll buy your bag in due time. I want 20 billion. Move around. I ain't trying to be rude, but hey, I ain't the time for all that talking. It's action. Do something. We running it up every day. We doing something every day. Mike got the music. He dropping music every day. Always been 10 toes. I can't never switch. You know how motivated that get me every day? Sandra come in with her prayers. You know how motivated they get me every day? Humble being humble. You know how motivated they get me every day? A1 being a secret genius. You know, that's a running joke, but I really believe A1 is a genius. You know how motivated they get me every day? Beyond the pulling up and helping me with this music and everybody, I've been going into other spaces. I went into Piggy's space the other day and they said, hey, bro, no, I take that back. I went into the Telegram. They said, hey, I just want to let you know I went back and listened to your space. That was the CEO of Piggy. He said, I went back and listened to your space. It was really nice what we did with that music. Like y'all had a DJ or whatever. That was cool. I really liked that. Nobody's doing that. Like, us showing up for each other every day and putting on, that's the difference. And that's what most people don't have, even though they do have bullish communities. Like super, super bullish. But you can tell the energy. Y'all got the energy, but it's just not quite there. It's not as genuine. Once everybody get their bag, they probably gonna go move around. I'm gonna be in here with $1 billion. Mike told me I'm gonna be a billionaire today because we was talking about bag sizes today. I'm either gonna be a billionaire or I'm not. Going nowhere and I ain't moving around, and we're gonna keep pushing on it, and we're gonna keep showing love, and we're gonna keep spreading it. We're gonna keep spreading these plays because I'm the type of person, I get $1 billion, I take screenshots every time this chat come on. I might and y'all know I'm crazy enough to do it, I might send everybody in here 10 grand, 100 grand, depending on what it is. Cause I can't take all this money with me, bro. Like for real. Like I only get stuff to give it away. I only support people that need to be supported because I know how it feels not to have nobody real in your corner. Like for real. Just like David, like David the other day, like he said he needed some money for this, and that. And it's okay every once in a while because I've been homeless before. I know how it is, and I can relate to that energy because a lot of people in my life showed up for me when I didn't ask them to. Like they just did it, and that's why I just do it. Like, we need a space, cool. What else can I do? We need some type of energy, cool. Let me raid Nike. Let me tag these people. Let me do this. Let me promote coins that ain't even looking at us right now because all that energy got to come back. Like David said in the chat the other day, you're going to reap what you sow, but what you sowing? And where you sowing? Where you putting the seeds? You putting the seeds in the ground? Are we getting it out the mud or not? Is it really 10 or not? Because for me, it is. I don't care. I told 2K or 2 billion. And that ain't even where I cash out at. I don't give a damn about 2 billion because I'm really here for December. And I don't even know him like that, but I just know how to recognize when the energy is the same, bro. Like, I respect nothing more than the same energy. And that's everybody that's in this chat, for real. So we're going to keep it going with that. I ain't going to keep y'all here too much longer. I'm going to end on that note. No, I'll just play. Yeah, I ain't forget about bad AI. I think y'all got any tokens y'all didn't mention. But yeah, I ain't forget about bad. I did forget about bad AI. But I got bad AI, so I'm putting my own bag. Like,
exactly. They got a whale in there that's been like slowly selling off. Why, I don't know. They put it over there, but the community been buying it up like crazy. That's why you see the price going up and down from where it
I gotta
was.
stop them from buying, man. I gotta figure out. I gotta come up with different ways to fud, man. Cause I know bad idea. AI is gonna be a great project, and what I need to do, just like Vegas, I need to get as many people out of there as possible because it's just about my bag, nobody else's. No, they doing great things over there, just like Shiva. I'm trying to fud as many bags as possible so I can get that dip for real.
Facts. I need a few more billion bad in my wallet. So I think the dude that's been selling, he got like trillions of tokens, and he just been selling them for the past few days.
Oh yeah. We gonna get him up out of there. We gonna get him up out of there expeditiously, as T.I. would say. Because I'm making sure his bag goes to zero. Just like who top holders in Vegas? Who top 5? And it better not be Dylan. Who the top 5 in Vegas to hold? I'm getting them up out of there. For real. I'm finna flood them so hard, man. I don't even know where December. That's a fun fact. December was probably born in November. It's just a little jokey joke for y'all. But anyway, for real, Bad AI is one of the ones. I know Vegas is one of the ones. Sheba, Bolt. A lot of possibles in there, but Possible don't get the back end spotlight. We know Vegas, Volt, Sheba, Bad AI. Said Volt like 3 times. Volt probably deserved 3 times. We know what they got going on. We know. Yeah, and it's a lot of possibilities up in there for sure. It's a lot of possibilities up in there for sure. But yeah, we know how it's coming. But I consider you the bad AI specialist. And any updates with bad AI, you be reading all them papers, all them Shiba Inu magazines. I don't have time to read all this stuff. So is there any updates you can share with us?
I don't read all of them. I just kind of, skim through. If it's something I find interesting, I'll, go into depth with reading it. But I never really read the magazines. And I'm like, man, I'm just getting it. I'm hopping in here and getting these people NFTs and I'm out. Like, I'll read like the very first intro section and that's it. But something about it the other day just was like, go ahead and read it. Just read it. Something just kept telling me to read it. And that's how I found out, about the Mar Bears. Like, I'm super bullish. I want at least one of the Mar Bears. I just think it's cool. Most NFTs, or at least the ones that I know of, you actually know what they look like when you purchase them. But with the Mar Bears, it's actually like an egg. So once you purchase your Mar Bear, then you'll be able to see what type of what your Mar Bear actually looks like. And if you look at the section in the magazine, there are some that I find kind of ugly, but they have some really cute ones. Like you can switch out your traits and pretty much build your Mar Bear to have whatever, because they have utilities like a lot of NFTs do. So you can build your Mar Bear to what you want it to be. Let me pull it up because they had a big name associated with it already, but they actually have another surprise person there. There's a little commercial. Let me pull it up one sec. There's actually a little commercial that you can watch, and it gives you the name of some people that's associated with it. One being the person that created it, which is RTL. Let me see. Here you go. Restless XYZ. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with who that is. I think that's his actual X name. But he's associated with it. And then there's another well-known person name that they haven't released yet. And I'm trying to find the other one. Let's see if I can play this really quick thing with the name. But it's a pop star that's associated with it. Here it goes. Paris Hilton. Yeah, they're partnering with Paris Hilton, Ubisoft, and the Mystery Bunny Head.
I need to get way more bad AI than I got. Like sometimes you just get dots to connect and you don't even go. You just procrastinate and just don't do what you're supposed to do. Like that's a big dot right there. Like all them zeros behind that bad AI or in front of that price is calling me like buy a whole lot more than I got because it's simple math. Bad AI, Shiba, speculate. I'm a value investor, bro. If I see something that's cheap, I'm gonna buy it. I get the money when I get it. I ain't even thinking about the money like that. Like I just like to accumulate as many assets as possible. Because all I need is the 2 eggs. To be honest.
But my earbud died. I'm not sure what the last thing you heard was. But one of the big names associated with the Mar Bears is Paris Hilton, and they also have one other one that they haven't released yet, that you can see in the little commercial that's on the Shield magazine.
I'm gonna check that out. For sure. Oh, and yeah, don't forget. I almost forgot real quick. I got a couple things. I'm gonna try to get up out of here, but I got a couple quick things. Join A1 on the ICE network because I haven't, and that might be a little dot to connect. It might really end up being something. I trust A1. She's a genius. She don't tell everybody. And join Mike on the Pi network because that thing Mike might be a millionaire in this chat right now. We don't even know. Mike done mined a lot of Pi, man. Better watch your weight over there, brother. He done mined a lot of Pi.
And Essence is doing Essence is doing
the Ember
for Bitcoin.
Yep.
For Bitcoin.
Essence doing the Ember for the Bitcoin. So yeah, that's one of the ones too. We ain't gotta tell you. Bitcoin's everybody granddaddy. Everybody know Bitcoin. So yeah,
Facts. And
you can get it for free. Scoop that up.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. I mean, it's free. All you got to do is go in there and hit the mine button. I'll drop my the link for ICE in the comments, so you guys are have it for anybody who's not there. Just make sure you guys go in there and hit that mine button every day. I'm not sure if Pi and Ember are the same way, but with ICE, because it's so new, they have it set to where you actually lose ICE on the hourly rate, just like you gain it if you don't go back in there mining. Which reminds me, I need to go check mine now.
Now I'm going to switch up to my radio voice. Hey, this is the VegasInu radio channel. I'll just playing for free. Hey, we got, I just want to throw a quick shout out to, what's his name, JT? Y'all know who he is. He be doing a lot, man. He be really getting on it. He been getting engagement. He been getting engagement from people I don't even get. Like, he really been putting on. So that's a community shout out. We see everybody working. You see how much. This is the community shout out side of the game. You see how much time T put in, Mike put in. Everybody know Erica. Everybody know A1 a genius. Don't tell nobody. Beyonder always keeping us laced up on the technology side of the game. He got the VegasInu prototype over there going on. Y'all know we're going to need that when we get like 10,000 members for real. Got Crypto Be Real with his secret side projects coming in. Everybody know Essence. She holds the chat down. Tillery laced me up with the plays in the mic telegram, and Tillery keep the beats coming, and Tillery keep the energy going. Humble got me listening to Lloyd Banks on heavy rotation. Humble on deeper levels got me inspired in different levels. For real. K-Home coming through with us, connecting the dots in the secret private telegram that a lot of y'all are probably invited to that y'all don't check y'all DMs. And we got LaDonya already in here. She always show up every day for real. We really appreciate that. Rolling come through. We gonna play some music for you because I cut it off too early last time, so I'll make sure we put a couple rotations in for you. And then we got. Well, I was telling my mom about you earlier, bro. Mac Bussin. Everybody don't know that's Josh, Mr. Slap Him Down, man. He really keep me motivated. He keep me like on a different level, like. He be slapping the G's, man. I really, like, it really warms my heart when I see him really handling his business. And his beats is so smooth, man. I mean, like, I was listening, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We was listening to all the Vegas music, because I had to drive like an hour earlier. So we was listening to all the Vegas music in the car. And I was like, yeah, he get mad when I hype him up. But did you see how smooth that bar was? He said he gonna slap the G down with his backhand. Like, bro, I really appreciate you, bro, for real. But let's wrap this up. It's been a while. It's been a minute, and y'all know we can talk all day. But as that meme once said, ain't nobody got time for that. We do got time for that, but we got stuff we need to do. So beyond it, let's just take us out one more time. We got that idea out the way, and we got to check out what Teague say. Check dot. Everybody knows CRO. I mentioned Everdome while he was talking in synthetics. So yeah, we're gonna keep building it up. We're gonna keep lacing it up with different communities that's solid. We ain't trying to get involved in no rug pools or no dummies. Like if y'all know somebody, y'all done rocking with them and they seem solid. I mean, ain't no guarantees in none of these things we look into, but because it's crypto, you can be up one day. I got one token in my wallet right now. It's been worth $27 for 4 years. It ain't moving. I'm not touching that. Not touching that at all. So I had to say, proceed with caution. But hey, if you got some dots to connect them dots, and we just gonna keep it pushing. Now let's just continue the rotation. We'll probably do a song or two and end this thing real quick.